There once lived a young man named Ayan in a small village surrounded by vast mountains. Every morning, he would stare at the tallest peak in the distance, a snow-covered giant that touched the clouds. People in his village called it the Impossible Mountain. No one had ever reached the top. Not because it couldn't be climbed, but because most people never even tried. Pause. Building curiosity. But Ayan was different. He had a fire inside him, the kind of fire that whispers in your ear when the world tells you to quit. The kind of voice that says, "What if you can?" Everyone around him said he was foolish. "You're just a farmer's son. You've never even left this village. No one has ever made it to the top." But Ayan didn't argue. He just started training, silently, consistently, and without telling anyone. Tone shift, a bit more energetic. He ran every morning before sunrise. He carried heavy loads on his back to build strength. He studied the weather, the trails, the animals, even the rocks. People laughed. They said, "Why waste your time?" But he knew, dreams aren't given to everyone. They are given to the few who are meant to chase them. Pause. Storytelling beat. One day, just before dawn, Ayan packed his bag and began his journey. The forest was dark. The air was cold. And the silence was loud. But he kept walking. Hour after hour. Step after step. Higher and higher. His legs began to ache. His breath became heavy. Snow started to fall. The path disappeared in fog. And doubt whispered in his ear again. "Turn back. This is too much. You can't do this." Tone, dramatic and slow. Just as he was about to collapse, he saw an old man sitting on a rock, someone he had never seen before. The old man looked him in the eyes and said, "You've already come further than most ever will. Don't stop now. The top is closer than you think. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done." Those words hit Ayan like a bolt of lightning. He tightened his boots, gripped his staff, and stood up. And slowly, painfully, with everything he had left, he kept climbing. Tone, rising energy, victory moment. And finally, after hours of struggle, after battling the cold, the wind, and his own self-doubt, Ayan reached the top. He stood above the clouds, watching the sunrise paint the sky in gold. He looked down at his village, now small and distant, and whispered to himself. They called it the Impossible Mountain. But it wasn't the mountain that needed climbing. It was the fear inside me. Pause. Gentle closing tone. We all have our own mountains. Some are made of rock. Some are made of fear, doubt, and pain. But remember this. Light bulb, you don't need to be the strongest. Light bulb, you just need to take the next step. Light bulb, and then the one after that. Because the greatest victories don't come when everything is easy. They come when you keep going, even when it's hard. Direct hit final line for impact. Climb your mountain. The world is waiting at the top.